We're in Dealership Tycoon, and I'm on a bike. This doesn't seem real. Well, it is. I promise you this is in Dealership Tycoon. Last update was yesterday, and they added bikes. 10 of them, to be precise. Which means I'm going to be overrun. Because I've only got, like, 5 days to make videos before CDT updates next weekend. So, for now, I think we should test the fastest and work our way down. Here's the, Kawasaki, I fucking can't remember. Just roll the intro. Hello everyone, welcome back to Dealership Tycoon. It is me, Ditto. One googling session later and I can confidently tell you that this is a Kawasaki Ninja H2. I'm pretty sure it's in CDT as well, but anyway, it's a bike that's grey with green accents and it looks pretty cool. I also like the wheels. I'm not an expert on motorbike design. The only thing that's remotely motorbike related I've ever done is visit the Triumph Bike Factory in Hinckley. Because it's near where I live. Anyway, I like this. It looks very cool. But I think the big test of a bike in CDT was always... Because in CDT, bikes always petered out at near their top end. And it was disappointing. Or at least that's what they did when I had them back when CDT Season 9 released. But, you'll note, in Dealership Tycoon, it's perfectly fine all the way through the gears. Oh, although I have just clipped into the ground. But yes, top-end performance is no problem for this certain bike in Dealership Tycoon. There's a good thing. I will admit that for bikes, customization is, questionable. If we go into the upgrades, you will note that there is, no option to, well, there's no tyre upgrades. And also, for some reason, if you look on a normal car, there's also drivetrain swaps, but for some reason they've removed that. Oh, right, wrong bike. I have put a wrap on it. What the... Oh, this is the wrong bike again. Yeah, I have put a wrap on it. But that's because there's no proper wheel customization and no suspension jobs as well. Bike customization is very limited. But I will admit this wrap looks absolutely amazing. One thing that has become apparent, though, it's got interesting suspension. By interesting, I mean lethal. It will just randomly bounce for no apparently good reason, and the camera alignment is... The camera doesn't have an auto-align, which means I'm constantly off-center. It's not fun. So maybe I should try third person, but that gets rid of a lot of the bike experience. Bikes are always better done in games when you're in first person. This isn't going well. Now, I don't know why, but my bike seems to have started violently juddering. I'm lost for words because even while I'm idling, it's shaking. Don't do that. Right, let me get back up. Okay, my bike appears to be possessed. Moving swiftly on from that. Anyway, now we should move on to drifting. But wait! Not only is there no drift tyres available for this Kawasaki, there's also no handbrake. It's been replaced by a wheelie button. Yeah, there's not even a handbrake. That's how little they want you to drift. I will admit, though, they have done a much better job of it than in CDT. So, props for them to do that. I'm having a stroke. But I guess that means we've just got to move straight on to the circuit race. Which should be interesting in a bike. Just a hunch here, but I get the feeling that next week in Dealership Tycoon, we're probably going to end up getting a better bikes update, just like what happened in CDT. If anything, if this bike is anything to go by, bikes are unfinished. Like this one, it's both way too heavy at the back, so that it has a problem tilting. And it's very bouncy, and it keeps shaking, and there's the problem where it'll just randomly fly into the air for no reason. Bikes are still glitchy, things need to be sorted with them. But, one thing about this is, I think I may have been misjudging it when I was in the mountains, because it felt really good on that track. The handling was perfectly fine. Good, even. Hence the time of 35.55. But I'm still maintaining that bikes need to be fixed. However, I will admit that I find this bike more exciting than any of the other bikes I've driven in Car Dealership Tycoon. It's got a nice character, and I've got to admit the bounciness does mean it's very fun, if a little chaotic. So, I'll leave it up to you. Is this an L or a W? I don't know. But I do quite like it. Thanks for watching. This week's going to be a bike week.